Hey everybody, today's topic we're going to be talking about Polygon MATIC Polygon. So this is not our first video, but this is going to be the first redo of our channel or whatnot. I've had another YouTube channel, was way back 2015 or something like that, got taken down in 2019. YouTube, really, the staff members are really just not doing a good job at restoring channels. People know that in other areas, and there's some people targeting YouTube channels. I had about 10,000 subscribers. We're doing day trading and everything. So I just went over to Telegram over there in about 2019 till about now, Telegram and Discord. So if you want to join our Discord group, a trading group, not financial advice, of course, go ahead and look in the link below. You'll have in the description below, you'll see the pricing and everything with that. But we're going to talk about this being in a bull market. And quite frankly, let me just say it here. Look, it's kind of really easy in hindsight to say something's in bull market or not, or anything like that, because it's like, yeah, just pumped. It's easy to do that. Yeah, it's pumped. But I'm gonna back this up with some other things. I've been talking about MATIC. I talked about MATIC buying this way back here for where I was looking at this as a buy area right back. Move this little OBS. I got OBS recorded, and it's a big square in this area where I can't put the mouse. But anyway, I talked about it way back here. It was like in the 35 cent range somewhere where it was coming back up. Oh, that's way down here. And, you know, I didn't touch it down there. I'm not looking at that to buy it. But when it came up here, I'm like, okay, cool. And then when it retested, and then it started to accumulate right here, yeah, that was good. So it was the 42 to 50, I think it was 42 to 57 cents was the buy area, if I'm not even mistaken. I think it was 42 to 57 where I had my own buy area. Obviously not financial advice, but I'm looking at these saying, hey, look, this looks good for me. And so I'm going to tell you all my version of what I would consider a bull market, at least an uptrend. And I forgot who I learned this from. Could have been, I'm not sure. I don't want to quote the wrong person, but I'm going to put this EMA, and I typically don't want to use EMAs or anything like that all the time until I start getting tired, which I guess is more often than I would like to admit. So take a look at this. So, you know, a person should never reveal everything that they're looking at, but because this information should be out there anyway, this is what I'm looking at as far as what would be a bull market from my perspective. If something goes over the 200 EMA and it had already, you know, taken off from it and retested, that is a bull market, or at least a bull trend. I know bull market has its own technical definitions, but the way I look at it is crypto operates differently, so I need to use different metrics for my own internal point of view for where I'm looking at buy areas and everything. Because we had someone in our Discord that was rather new that said they had a stop loss somewhere, and it made sense. It was like, hey, stop loss, MATIC, 76 cents, or maybe it was 70. Let me look here just to make sure. You know what? I should pull that up on the Discord. But I think it was 76 cents or like 72 or something like that. And tell me why it hit there. And I said, I don't know if that's a good idea. That sounds logical because they were asking our opinion, and you know I can't give financial advice, unfortunately, but I didn't know if that sounded like a good idea. I said that makes sense, but yeah, and they were trying to ask why it didn't seem like that was a good spot, and unfortunately I fell ill, and that kind of took me out of my Discord for about a month, so I never did really get back to them on that, or else I would have told them. I think I did say an initial response, and I said I'll get back to you shortly, and then after that I just got sick, so I was out, almost passed away actually. So sometimes crypto shows you like a little, let's say this was the area where you thought this was the support right here. It kind of seems logical, or even right here you would think, hey, support, you're looking over here, the support area. What crypto would do is do one of these maneuvers and get you a little bit low. You think the support area couldn't go right here, even back up right there. It'll do that. It'll either go down right to it and take off, or it'll go slightly below and then it'll take off. That's what I've learned from a lot of scalping, going on the 1 minute chart, trading the 1 minute to the 15-minute chart, trading the 4 hour, the daily. I mean, it's very, very interesting because in traditional markets, they'll say, hey, if it forms a lower low, don't buy that. But in crypto, it's like, hey, this thing can form a lower low, but hey, it's a higher low from here. But how far back do you go? That's the kind of question. Because if you're looking right here, this is clearly a lower low. But if you zoom out, that's always very important. You do that. So what I'm looking at with MATIC right here is that it's really just in a bull run. It had accumulated right above it, just like it's been accumulating underneath right here. This was the accumulation underneath where I was looking at, hey, look, this is a bull flag. Before I even turned on the EMA, I didn't even realize to think about that because I only check it every once in a while on the daily. Now that I'm going back to more of my day trading instead of just swing trading, I'll be turning it on a little bit more. Then it did right back in here. So it did not become a busted bull flag because they call that maneuver a busted or broken flag when it comes in and then it goes lower. All it did was fall right back into the accumulation area and then it formed a W right here and went up. Hey, you know what? It's a smiley face. Some people call it smiley faces, W's. I don't want to go into the finger painting bros thing because that's the name I coin people that just draw on the chart all the time and then they draw zigzags and you can kind of tell they don't know what they're talking about even for themselves. So I don't want to do that. I want to be very transparent. Only 1 to 20% of day traders actually make a profit. And when you say make a profit, that could be $1. Okay, that doesn't mean that they made a living. See, a living and a profit are two different things. And if I didn't automatically store some of my money away, definitely I'm losing money certain times. Okay, because you got to be very disciplined with this thing. Because if you get in your emotions, and every once in a while I have gotten into my emotions, luckily I pulled out money, but sometimes I have not pulled out money. And then it's like, hey, I gained, let's say $3,500, and now I'm negative $1,500. And I was only supposed to stop trading at $500. But because I did not, and I was, in that case, the 2-to-1 risk reward ratio means I stopped trading at $1,000. Or I took 5 days to trade up and I made $3,500 and it took me just a few hours because I'm like, I really wanted to get to the whole 5,000. A lot of times I'll get to 4,792 or some really close number. Then I'm like, okay, I really want to get that. I really want to get to 10,000. I really want to get to this. And because I didn't get to the whole number, now I'm trading and trading and trading myself down. And then I'm like, okay, in my head, I know I got a profit here, but I'm going to pretend it's not a profit. So I need to make up the $800 to get back to that 47. Now, because I'm 800 down, and then and a lot of times it works, but then sometimes it doesn't. So in order to counteract my move like that, then I actually have to pull out and really just do things a little bit differently. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. We talk about transparency here, okay? Transparency here. It's very difficult to do day trading. But what I have found to be very effective, in addition to day trading, especially from Warren Buffett, if Warren Buffett said, hey, look, I got to take him serious. He said that over the long period of time, day traders don't make a profit. I mean, I've looked at so many different day traders that have been famous or whatever. If I could tell you, look at Ray Dalio. He blew his whole account. He blew his account, had to fire all of his employees, but then his firm is regarded as the best trading firm or something like that, hedge fund or whatever. Right now, it's like, wait a minute, this dude from the 1980s or something like that, all the way to 2001, he had to borrow $4,000 from his dad or something, so he could pay his family's rent or mortgage or something like that, or taxes on their house, whichever one it was. You can look that up. Ray Dalio borrows $4,000 from either mom or dad. I believe it was the father. And then it's like, wait a minute, now this guy's a billionaire? Hey, you know what? People come from hard situations and then they can get there. But how many people out of every one Ray Dalio, how many other 99 of them didn't make it doing the same thing he did? And didn't have the backup of capital, wherever he got it from his connections or whatever, where he just went kind of belly up under, or however that went, or bankrupt, whatever you could look. You got to be more careful. And from my perspective, at least I got to be more careful, right? Let me just speak for me. So being more careful, I mix some day trading, like what I'm doing on MATIC. mainly theta. And then I'll look at it and say, hey, look, I got a swing trade, which is safer. Maybe I can only have to do 1-2 swing trades a month on average a year, right? If I'm doing the longer swing trades, because swing trades from the definition I looked up, 3 days to 6 months. Some of those swing trades, my timing is a little off. I've noticed that in this last bull market, I've been a little bit off on some of the minor moves. The major ones I've been on, except for the last one where I thought it was the end of the bear market. Then FTX Black Swan came up. So when I'm looking at MATIC here and I'm thinking this is a bull market, hey, this is buy the dip area. See, if it's a bull trend and a bull market, it's buy the dip for MATIC. Other things, hey, you know what? They could take that or leave it. Because I looked at Ethereum. Ethereum held strong. And MATIC dumped even further. But when MATIC dumped so bad, I'm like, hey, look, it's starting to recover fast too. So that's what got my attention to it right in this area right here. The first take profit area was in $1. If you guys need proof of these, because I can back these up, I said this publicly. Even though you may see this as one of my first videos or something like that on this YouTube channel, you can see this thing publicly in the Discord and in some of the Telegram. They've been trying to get on me on Telegram too, as far as people been targeting us. But hey, it is what it is. We're gonna keep on rolling. We're gonna keep on rolling. So if you would like to learn more about our educational things, we're coming out with like a little, we're coming out with an app that people can use too. And we're going to have a module on the website so that you can learn in your free time. Because, you know, some people, they're not attracted to, you know, having to constantly be in Discord groups and everything all the time. So we're just going to have everything that's going to be launching out. Part of it is going to be launching out, not the app, but the modules that you can look at on the website, or videos that you can look at on your own. That's coming out later this month in February if you're listening to this. I never like to really want to say the dates because it dates it, but pricing dates this. So if you guys are looking at this, where do I think MATIC is going to go? If this is a bull trend, which means we're approaching the next accumulation from the top, because it accumulated right here. Some people use support resistance. Sometimes I use that too. Like I said, I don't want to be the finger painting bro. Sometimes I forget to erase my stuff. I don't really want to do that. But this is the square up here. We're approaching where MATIC was accumulating before. And actually, when you really think about it, MATIC was accumulated in this box. It is right back in the accumulation zone. So think of this as this was a bull flag. It kind of went down, kind of came back up. Remember how that other bull flag right here went here, right? And then went back up. Will this one go down here and then go back down? If this is a bull market, because look, remember, it's above the 200 EMA. Look at this. Bull market, right? This was the accumulation area. And then it took off. See, that's what I'm saying. See, I got the past to back me up right there. So if we can go above this and this starts to kind of go into that semi-diagonal vertical plane of existence right here, where's my next point of view, my next target? Well, it'll be right around $5. So that means I'll have my take profit areas a little tiny bit, 10% right around the old all-time high, about 20 to 35 cents down, if at all I'm taking anything. But I believe I am. This is just me, like I said, saying it for educational purposes. Not all trades do I take out. Most of the time I do try to only mention things that I personally would take out, but I don't have this set. Like when people saw me with the buy area between $10 and $15 on Solana in the past, well, that was already there. So when everything started to drop and even I felt a little bit uncertain, hey, look, everything's already set. It just went straight into my buy area. I didn't have to change anything. I didn't do anything different. It was already there. But had I left it to my own human instincts, hey, look, I might not have bought that. So the next buy area will, the take profit area right after that is going to be definitely no closer than 20 cents below $5. So we're going to do the $5 range, give or take 35 cents in each direction. So we're going to look at 475 to 535 at the next. And that's going to be 1/3 at the very least, depending on how fast this goes up. If this goes up like right there and it takes off kind of like Chainlink did. I remember Chainlink was taking off when it got around 5, and that thing went boom, and then it went up to 20 in just a few days. I remember that because I was there trading it, and so many of our Discord members were. I remember when that was a 495. Ooh, somebody got lucky not to, because they put their rent money, which was not a smart idea, on leverage, and that ended up getting them something I'm not going to mention here. It was a lot of money where they didn't have to really work their job anymore, right, on that leverage. I don't know how they got away with that type of leverage on the exchange they use, because usually they do the auto deleverage, but I guess it went up slow and fast enough where they got it. So guys, if you got any questions, let me know. Matic looks like it's in the a bull run right now. This is the retest area, assuming this doesn't go down, because look, it just completed the pattern, which means we may just accumulate sideways here. Like I said, I don't want to turn into those finger paint bros, because this is obviously drawing that is a helpful demonstration, but you know, finger painting bros be like, well, it could go up, it could go down, it could go this way and whatever. Look, I got my target locked, pulled the trigger. I'm gonna wrap around my target right here. Same thing with Solana, how it goes. You know, I could lose money. Like I said, I'm just the average Joe, right? And if I look at my history and what I've said publicly, hey, look, there's education to be had here that may help inform you so that you can make some money, right? But look, if I'm buying right here, this is my target. Look where we're at now. Look where we're at now. Now, on the other hand, I had Radium. I had a buy area at 50. Then I had a buy area at 10 cents. So I'm down on Radium. See, I want to be transparent there. But most other things I'm up on in the recent buy areas. Bitcoin 16.2K, 18.4K on the way down. That was back in July or June when Bitcoin was like the first time it broke the 20,000 this last year in 2022. Yeah, that's where I was like, okay, yeah, this looks to be a good area. Then when it came down, remember Bitcoin did go down to 15. I already had my buy areas. You know what my next buy area was? It was right in the 12.4. Now saying was, I mean, still is right in the 12.4. And if it goes below that, 9.8. I got those those are already there. So if I got to wake up, put the buy area, because some exchanges don't allow you to go that low that early. So wake up, got my alarm for it. Boom. Put the buy. Don't have to worry about it. Put the buy, let it fly. You know, that's what I'm thinking of. Put the buy, let it fly. Hey, shout out to this channel when people are asking about it. So guys, anyway, I'll catch you all on the next one. But if you guys have any questions, want to join our Discord, want to learn about what we do here and how this education can help inform, help you create your own trading perspective, definitely contact or even comment below. But definitely look at that link below, and we'll catch you in the next video.